first in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana.
I say, here at Kajun Roots Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
You got the dollars? You got the dollars? See the special man on YouTube. He's got it all.
I got an offer. I got the dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars.
I say. This is Johnny's, the place that'll let you have it with no problem.
Let him have it.
Johnny has a sale right now. I say. This is Johnny's place. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Here at Kajun Roots Reseller, you give us the offer.
You got the dollars. You got the offer. Well, let him have it with no problem. Let him have it.
You got it.
I am looking for some jewelry. End of line.
Do you have any credit?
No, I was recently involved in a divorce. End of line. Look, I'm not one of those maybe it's Maybelline gals, okay? I just want to go out on the town with Sheila and accessorize some.
See, special man.
I don't know about you, but this dough girl is going to Johnny's place. Check out Kajun Roots Reseller right now. I say. Go see the special man and tell him the dough girl sent you.
Hello, good morning and welcome. And I need to get that off of there. There we go. Hello, good morning and welcome on this Monday morning. Look at this morning. It was at 2:21 and it was only about 22 degrees. And it's now currently 31. It's supposed to get in the 50s today. Looking forward to the warming weather coming soon. First in the chat was Anna. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? And Pearl. Hello, good morning and welcome. Flip flops and lollipops. Hello, good morning and welcome. Huawei. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing, sir? All right, I had to send my brother a message because Richard, how many YouTube channels you got now? Lord Jesus, I had to ask and see if he was in the chat to make sure it was him. That's a whole new channel just created a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let me know that kind of stuff, brother. Ashley, hello, good morning and welcome. And Mark, top chatters. Yeah, you always a top chatter. Angela, hello, good morning and welcome. And Regina, hello, good morning and welcome. And Deborah, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are y'all doing this morning? Stephen, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Did you change your name from something else? Or was it always this name? Stephen Wayne, True Crime. Oh, that is you. That is you. How many channels you got now, Steve? Hello, good morning, and welcome, Stephen. How are you doing? You know, you have to question some things because you know I'm very skeptical when it comes to my chat. I'm very cautious. Glenn, hello, good morning, and welcome. Again, Richard, you just got to let me know this kind of stuff, dude. Purple Winks, happy birthday. Today is Purple Winks' birthday. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And I hope you had a great birthday bash last night. I could not stay up that late to be watching nobody's show last night. So I hope you had a great show last night, and I hope you have a great day. Hope all your wishes come true today. Happy birthday, Purple Winks. And Tuchman, hello, good morning, and welcome, sir. How you doing? So yes, I'm going to go through the calendar because today's calendar events are as follows. Andrew, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Vintage Memories, hello, good morning, and welcome. How are you doing? I've been using different types of beard oil and beer balm and beer gel and things like that to kind of do that at night before I go to bed. So yes, it's getting a lot thicker and fluffier. Thank you. Let's see here. First of all, Purple Wink's birthday today. And then at 9 o'clock, you have Silver Hair Stacker Todd going live. And then at 10 o'clock, you have Stacy May Catitude's Crafters Retreat. And then at 10:30, you have Yarn Again East Coast Resellers Live Show. And then 11 o'clock is Penny, Sue, and Albert 2 with Jean Marie. Let's see, at 11 o'clock, you have the Buddha Chicks Rita doing First Things First, which is usually her daily devotions. Then you have Jackass Retro doing his Ship Show. And let's see here. Today, it looks like today makes 2 years that we picked up Chai from the MSPCA. It's on the calendar. Oh, I forgot it's still on there. Yep, 2 years today. 12 o'clock, you have Saved Here First Ella unboxing and auction live. And then every Monday and Friday at 1 o'clock is Irene and Leo go live. And then at 1 o'clock, you have Lisa's New Adventures. Then Rita comes back on at 3 o'clock with the Buddha Chicks Monday Mash Up with guest. And then at 3:30 is Buying Space doing unboxing. 4:30 today is our fun night bingo night. And that's at 4:30 today. Then at 6 o'clock, you have Angie's Oddities. I saw a video last night where she was doing something. She must have did it last night because I did see it this morning. Something about sign language. So I'm going to check that out. It's on my watch later list. Real Beauty Rachel comes live at 5 o'clock with auctions and buy it now style sale. At 6 o'clock is Claudia's Vintage with Glass with Class. 6:30 is Janine's with Sandy and Auto. At 6:30 is Auctions with Friends, and tonight it's on Absolutely Awesome Stuff. At 6:30 is Sailor Stacker doing his live auction. And then at 7 o'clock, if y'all were here Friday, you got to meet Crazy Maystache Mia. She's doing her auction today at 7 o'clock. Then at 7 o'clock, you have Jim to Flip It doing his live chat show where he does a lot with ephemera, whether it's postcards, magazine ads, and things like that. And if you're interested in getting into that, definitely check it out. And then tonight at 7 o'clock on Two Hip Chicks, Dawn and Mary, Dawn is doing the Find Your Music Mojo with TKR Video Central, which we know as TC. They do simulcast on both channels, but tonight it's on actually Dawn's channel, but they do rotate and they do simulcasting on both channels. And then at 8 o'clock, you have Southern Bella doing Bargains by Bella. At 9 o'clock is Scooter Renee, LLC, Monday Motivation. And then at 9 o'clock, you have Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls, Margie, going live at 9. And then at 9:30 is Jeff Crumpler doing his live show. And if you did not hear your channel name, and again, you are interested in being on the calendar, please go down to the community tab. Should be the second post. You can open that link and see who's on there. Please make sure when you do open it, it's on a computer or a laptop first, and then you can save it to your calendar list. And that way you can always open it up. And Michael, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. How are you doing today, Jennifer? Hope you're feeling better. Michael gave a gift and it went to Swamp Picker. Congratulations and thank you so much. And it's time for our morning chair dance. Thank you so much, Michael. Greatly appreciate it. And this is for you. The dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars.
Let him have.
You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem. Let them have it. And Glenn, congratulations. You are now a member of the channel, and thank you very much for always coming in here and supporting the channel and always checking out my Posh Closet. And Glenn, this is for you.
Attention, attention, new member. I want to thank you. Thank you for being a friend and family member of the Kajun Roots Reseller channel. Thank you, thank you.
And thank you very much. And Pam, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Feature channel of the week. There it is, right there. Michael, Angry Otter Comics. If you haven't checked out his channel, please do. Anne, hello, good morning, and welcome. And I hope you're doing okay. Did see, and by the way, Anne has a new channel. If you haven't checked it out, it has to do with her being an amputee, and she's going to be doing a completely, totally different channel. And if you haven't checked it out, definitely make sure to do so, and make sure you don't forget to check out the channels out that Jennifer's been dropping in the link. But Anne, thank you for being here. Good morning. Ella's second annual community sale is at noon today. I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes, if I can make it. I got a lot of stuff to do today. Yep. Okay. So, also, I want to bring it to your attention. I don't know if you noticed the post this past weekend. For those who may not know, Carol, our dough girl, Carol's Creative Corner, is in the hospital. She has been there all weekend. Actually, after late Friday night. Saturday, she was brought back in because she was having blood pressure problems. Her blood pressure was very low. They kept her in the hospital, so she's still there for a couple more days. She still has a kidney stone. She cannot pass yet, or has not passed yet. So they put a Foley in her kidney. Also, she is on medication to bring her blood pressure back to normal. I spoke with her last night. They put her in a new room. She's getting some rest, but they're trying to work on getting her blood pressure back to normal because it's too low. She was having, there she is right there. Look at her. She must have heard her ears were burning. So she is okay, but she's still in the hospital. And I did talk to her last night before I went to bed to make sure she was okay. And there she is. Good morning. Did you get you some rest last night, or did they go and poke and pick you all night long? I bet they did that because that's how they love doing that in the hospital. You're supposed to be able to get you some rest, and they want to poke and pick you every half hour to an hour. Yeah, that's weird. Yep. So yeah, keep her in your thoughts and prayers, please, while she's going through that. And hopefully you get to go back home soon. I haven't seen somebody in the chat yet because I did talk about I was going to be doing some research during the night this weekend. Also, if you haven't checked it out and you're not subscribed to my Kajun Roots Cuisine channel, yesterday I worked all night, all day almost. Lord Jesus, I forgot how long it took to do a cooking video. But I did put out a video yesterday. It was the latest video I did where I had the issue that happened in the kitchen during my videoing. So please keep an eye on that end of that video to see what happened. And I did put a picture in there to show what it looked like before. I had to go back into one of my oldest videos and get a picture of it because a lot of my videos, you don't see the actual pot rack that I have hanging. I call it a chandelier pot rack. And so I did put that video out yesterday, and it is a no-baked chocolate dessert that came out yesterday. So please check it out and leave me those comments. Let me know what you think. I had a comment already about how graceful I was. That they wouldn't have handled it that way. And that was Carol who answered. No roommate had TV on all night. I hear that. Dee Dee, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Yeah, pray I passed the stone. Yeah, really? Oof. I gotta see that video. Yeah, it went out yesterday. That video is out as of yesterday. And yesterday, I was working a lot on transferring. One of the tips I want to give y'all, get you an external hard drive and save any and all downloaded videos you do. Because in my case, I lost my first channel. So I lost everything on the cooking channel and I lost everything on the YouTube channel. Thank God I have it on a hard drive. Because I was looking for a lot of the how-to videos I did. They were on that hard drive. So guess what? I've been messing with that all weekend, transferring them on to a different hard drive so I can have an easier and smaller one so I can get to those videos. Because I thought I had more videos on my cooking channel and I didn't. So I will be pumping them out weekly. Didn't share anyone. Didn't share. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning. Hello and welcome. Didn't share any of it with me. No, why we didn't, because it's gone. Robert and I sucked it up. Thank you, Jennifer. There's the new link. Mark and anybody who would like to see it. And please make sure to subscribe and hit the notifications because I will be pumping out a lot of new videos. Granted, they are new to you, but I had done those already. And you know what's going to be the best thing about this? I already got the thumbnail made. If I want to update it, I'll update it, which I probably will. And just upload it. I ain't got to do all the videoing anymore. It's already done. It's already uploaded on the hard drive. I just got to upload it onto YouTube now. So be on the lookout. There will be some videos coming out soon because I went through all my hard drives. I have 3 big ones. So yeah, I'm looking forward to putting those videos out. Then I got to cook another video to make sure I put that next video that I talked about in the video. So if you haven't checked out the video, definitely go check it out. Thank you, Jennifer, for dropping that. For those who haven't seen it or didn't even know about me having a cooking channel, more videos are coming. I went through a lot, found a lot that I thought I had that it went on now. So Becky, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Well, I had a great weekend, got a lot accomplished, got a lot of listings, got to pull some orders this morning for to going out that sold. This morning I processed and went through 30 name brand signed brooches that I paid as little as $1 for, no more than $5.74. And I was amazed when I found a couple of them going for over $75. I love Google Lens because it popped them right up with the name and everything. Yeah, she's still in the hospital. Just sub Johnny. I'll watch. Okay, cool. And I got more coming. Thank you, Mark. So yeah, I got to get that pushed out too. Anywho, so I got a lot of drafts done. I got a lot of pictures done. Got a lot of listings done this weekend. On the lieu of me yesterday was my goal to get that video out yesterday, and I did it. I was trying to be very creative when it came to adding that portion of what happened in the kitchen. And so, yeah, please check it out and let me know what you think and leave me those comments. All right, today's topic of events. Last week, I want to say last Thursday, there was a question that came up about the new Flip charging $9 a month for using the program Flip for cross-posting. And again, I do still stand behind it because after doing my research this weekend, and I will go over it, I compared the difference between what Flip offers, what Venmo and List Perfect. Those are the other two that are really big into cross-posting. And I have to say, I'm still going to stand behind Flip because the pricing, I think, to me, for being unlimited on everything, $9 is not bad at all for a month. And I'll go over them and tell you what I found and why I still say that Flip is still a good. And again, you got to remember, the only thing is they are always looking to improve Flip, website Flip. And that's a cross-posting website. Granted, you got to go in and take off your own and delist anything that's on multiple platforms that you may have sold on one. You got to make sure to go back and unlist it on another. Yes, that is. Let's see here. Yes, Becky. Can you? Yep. Okay, yes, I have been comparing the two. What's up, Patrick? Hello, good morning, and welcome. Shish, Carol. Yeah, really. Peddling Profits. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? All right, so after looking at, we got a message last week within Flip and in your email if you are part of Flip already. One of the things I have to say is if you are within 100 days of just starting out on Flip, and it's within 100 days of March the, what was the date? Let's see. Let me go back to that email. March the 6th. So from March the 6th, 100 days pass. If you had just recently started Flip, your trial period will still be from the date you started. For example, say it's been 50 days ago from the March 6th date. When they start changing it over to free no longer, but you have the free trial period, then it'll go on to where you have 50 days left. So you had been on there for 50 days, then you'll have 50 days left of your trial period. And if, say, for example, you just started a week ago, then you only lose 7 days of that 100 within that 100-day free trial. But if you've been there more than 100 days, then you're immediately no longer in the free trial. Like myself, I've been on there for over a year and a half, 2 years, something like that, when they first started. And again, they have never charged. Everything is unlimited. There is no limitation on how many you can list and how much you cross post, and none of that. You can also do bulk editing and a bulk listing there as well, and bringing in the items from others. So we saw the table and chairs. Awesome. Hey, Aisha, hello, good morning and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Mona did. What? Hello, good morning and welcome, and how are you doing? So let me go ahead and share my screen, and I'll go ahead and talk about this because there's been a lot of questions about it's not fair that they're charging. I think from what they're offering, I think it's not a bad price. And I'm going to tell you why. All right, we'll start with the email we got last week. For those who may be on Flip, you may have gotten an email telling you this right here, that they're reaching out to let us know that there's going to be an update, because they've been open for about 3 years, and I've only been on them with 2. They've been offering the cross-post listing and sharing absolutely for free. That's with Posh as well, because they share your closet out for free as well. They've grown over 15,000 monthly active resellers, selling over 10 million items. They do offer dozens of new features, dozens that are with dozens more coming up in the future. They try to make sure to keep up the updates with the website, but starting March the 6th, all inactive membership fees of $9, providing absolutely unlimited access for everything. No expensive tiers, no making up of limits, no add-ons. None of this will be added. It's just one flat rate is going to be $9. Everything will be still at $9 to help us keep the lights on. And for that, the Simply is the most affordable price, which I believe is. For any new users, we will offer you 100-day free unlimited everything trial, no limits and no credit card needed. And then of course they have a lot of questions and things like that. So what I did was I went in and started looking at what they offer. Now again, they're going to go through and still keep it as best as possible for no more than $9. They are looking at also kicking off more free items that we're going to have in the program that we use and that we will be able to use. The referral's still intact. Everything's going to stay as low as $9. And then, of course, this link, if you want to read up on it, this is a lot of what they're going to be coming up with. And so, again, you may read this up on your own term and your own time. Now, again, with Flip, you have all these different websites that you can, right now, that you can actually, let me go to my all items. See, right now you can cross-post and bring in and import all your listings from Posh, Mercari, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and Etsy. Coming soon will still be Depop and Shopify. Now, the best thing about this is you can go through, once you have your listed items, you can actually do a bulk entry and pull from another website and bring it into here. And then once you open it, it's very easy. You basically pull it up as a universal form. You pick the platform you want to list it on, and you just do whatever because like Etsy has a lot more details than other platforms. But I go to Posh first because Posh is the easiest. So with that being said, I don't think $9 is bad for all the stuff that we can do, and it's all of this is included. So none of that's going to change, and it's unlimited. Now, when it comes to the difference with the trial, List Perfectly only offers 5 days free trial. That's the first thing. We'll cover that first. List Perfectly only does a $5, 5 days. And with Vendoo does a free trial. And if you want to stay with the free trial, you only get 5 listings on Vendoo for free. And you only get 3 background removals included. So for 1 month, you can only list 5 items if you stick with the free plan on Vendoo. Again, unlimited. Now let's go back to List Perfect. List Perfect has these different tiers, 29, 49, 69. Now in Vendoo, they also offer extra charges. Everything you do is extra. For example, with Vendoo, you have your basics, and then you have your price chart of everything they charge you extra to use. So that's all extra charges that you're going to be paying for other than what that monthly charge is. Now with Vendoo, you only get the starting plan for $8.99. You can only list 25 items at a time. Just like when you first started on eBay, you only could do 150. Once you use those up and you sell things, you have to delete, and you can only have 25 items at one given time per month. The background removal, you get 25 removals total. So say you have 25 items, you can only use maybe one for the main picture to remove the background for $8.99, and that's it. Anything extra, you have to pay for. Here's all the add-ons. $4.99 for importing. If you import it from some other website to there, that's $4.99 per. Bringing your existing items for cross-posting is $4.99 a month. Bulk, delete, and relist, $4.99 a month. These are all the add-ons. So when Flip was talking about no add-ons, that's what they mean. They don't charge you extra for all this stuff. All marketplaces, $4.99 a month. So that's all. Each item is extra, besides your monthly fee, whatever plan you choose. So remember that when doing Vendoo, they charging you for all this. Whereas Flip is keeping it $9 all across the board. You still get everything unlimited. You still have your background removals. You have your importing. There's no limits. You can have as many as you want at one given time. Now with Vendoo, this is all add-ons for them. Now with List Perfect, again, you get only certain things with each level. So if you want certain things for free, then you get the highest one, which is $69 a month. Now, if you go with the different plans, anything that's not included, if you want those, you have to pay extra as an add-on to use those available items that is not included in your package. So like bulk editing, bulk updating, importing, all of this is extra. Even though you have your X's here and your X's here on the second one, anything that's in these portions, you have to pay extra per month to use those items that are available for you to use as a perk or a add-on, so they say. So again, those are the different things. I basically went through each one. I read each one, and that's when with Flip, they don't charge any extra add-ons. They don't do it now for the free version, and they're going to continue doing that for the $9. So again, this is not a paid morning show from Flip, but because it was brought up last week when the email came out, I did my research. Again, I will stay with Flip. I like the idea of no add-ons for all those extras. I don't have to worry about importing $4.99 a month. I don't have to worry about only 25 listings per month, where you get unlimited. So what's your feedback and what's your thoughts if you use cross-posting platforms? All right, let me get back up here to where we were. Little Debbie, hello, good morning, and welcome. How are you doing? Let's see here. I released a rap version of Auction Blues. I didn't watch nobody. We went on the road yesterday, got a couple of things done, went had lunch. I hope you are. Yes, Carol. Irene, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? She told me she was going to come in the chat this morning when she was going to remember to come on. All right, let's see. Swamp says, I have a delister when using, have a delisted when you sell something. Yeah, that's a good thing, but Flip is working on that. They're always working on updating, and that's one of the things they're trying to update and improve. But again, I don't mind, because every morning when I go through my sales, I go to those my Flip first, and I see if I had them listed on any other platform, then I just take them off before I list it, before I pack it and all that good stuff. To me, it's a normal thing for me now. Good morning, Mark and Mike. How are y'all doing? Good morning. Hello and welcome. Well, you can probably call it. Yeah, that's up to you. What do you use? Yeah, exactly. That's a good question. Perfect perks. And again, for me, everybody's different, but it depends on how big your store is. Because I noticed on that one with List Perfect, let's see here. It's called the Pro. I mean, it has all the perks, but are you having enough sales to comp yourself for those prices each month? Because the simple base one is $29.99, but it's just for the basics. Then you got to add everything that you want. If you use any of those others, it's costing you more. So at $9, I think it's pretty good. And I'm going to stay with it when it happens. I'm not going anywhere. Let's see. Good morning, Mara. Why pay more when Flip is more responsible? Exactly. So that's what that's my opinion. A $9 business tool that makes your job easier is cheap. If you list 3 platforms individually, what is your time worth? Exactly. And it's very easy. It's just a matter of clicking, adding, uploading. And that's, yeah. I tried this whole past week. I've been trying to, on a different day, time myself on how long it takes me from the first time I list, then go and cross post. It took me 20 minutes to list 12 items on eBay, whereas it only took me 6 minutes to list those same items on Posh, just by using the Flip program, the cross post. It's a no-brainer. Speaking of reselling apps, does anyone use Seller Ledger? Never heard of it. What is Seller Ledger? Interesting. I got a question mark on that one too. I'm gonna check it out. I don't know. I never heard of it. Let's see. I've been using Flip from the beginning, and if the price is still within reasons, it's gonna go up to $9 flat rate. No add-on charges, nothing extra, just a flat $9 on March the 6th. Where's that email? March the 6th of this year. They will start charging. They are going to still give that 100 days. Now, if you've been with them, like myself and you, we've been there for so long, the free is not going to work. It's not going to work for us. But for anyone who's new, even if you sign up now, you'll still go into the 100-day free trial period. I expected it. I'm surprised they didn't start charging sooner. Jamie, hello, good morning, welcome. Because I've been using it for the last 2 years, and I have to say, it's made my cross posting a lot easier than these other platforms. Because I heard some issues where people are having problems with even the other two, like Vendu and List Perfectly, where they were still having to go and unlist their own products because they wasn't doing it. So not any one of them are not proof. But again, I like the manual. I just do it. It's a habit for me. I have been super loyal to Flip and using since pretty much day one. There were things that they didn't work properly, but I agree that $9 is great, especially comparing to others. That, yeah. And another thing too, they are still working on updating the system. They're constantly trying to improve, which there's a lot of Q&A about different things that people are asking, because the biggest thing was about the 100-day free trial. And so yeah, even if you have just started in a couple of days or within a couple of months, as long as it's not over 100 days prior to the March the 6th, you'll still be within the 100-day total free trial. And it'll just go into how many days you already have been on there. And again, I do have a referral link in the description bar below. If you are interested in trying it out, again, right now it's free, but starting March the 6th. And then right now, there is still no credit cards or anything added to it. So you're going to have the 100-day free trial with no limits and no credit card needed for now. But I think it's a pretty good deal, because that's a lot I use for that. And again, I just go there and I make sure manually that once I sell something, I go on the other platforms and make sure to delete it myself, which I know for a fact once it's done, and I did it. Where I ain't got to worry about did they take it off. You know, it's just something I got into the habit of doing. So anybody has any ideas, thoughts, questions about this program, while I start dropping links in the chat, because I have another subject I'm going to talk about today. This question and topic, by the way, remember, if you want to reach out to me and give me a topic that y'all would like for me to either research or talk about. If I know anything about it, or I'll have to research it to see what's going on with that topic, I will do so. But today's second topic is coming to you from the postmaster of the post office where I go on every day. We had a conversation on Friday and Saturday, and she asked that I would bring this topic up into my morning show. Also, it just so happened that I spoke with somebody this weekend on the phone, and we had that same conversation because of something that was sent to them in the mail. Robert, what did Richard say? All right, let me see what this is saying in the chat. Let's see. Right, Mara says, today I did a video about the bingo prizes at 1 p.m. because it's on airing at 3:30. And then now new people can join. Oh, okay. Thank you. Unboxing from Margie. Cool. I just looked it up, and it's showing price of monthly of $29.99. For what, Richard? Which program you looking at? The $29 one is for List Perfect, and the Vendu is the lowest. The highest is $29.99 for Vendu. No, the highest they're gonna go is $9. I'm not sure where you're looking, but let me look. Let me do the research on that. What is the cost for flip cross posting, cross listing? I don't know where you're getting $29.99 from. I'll share my screen on this one. Flip, FLYP. Is that the one you're going to? 100% free. There is nowhere on this that says $29.99. Nowhere. This website is free. Yep. If you're using the same, I just went into Google, and my topic was, what is the cost for flip cross listing? Cross listing. Oh, come on. Cross listing. You go to flip. It's free. 100% free. I've never paid $29.99 on flip. It's always been free. And I've been using flip for 2 years. Now, unless you're using my referral code and it gives you a discount, I'm not sure why, but yeah, it should be free. Fashion designer? No, we're talking about cross posting. Richard, what platform you on? A fashion designer? Oh, you're talking about, yep. I don't see no price on that page. All right, let's see here. Meg, hello, good morning, and welcome. So I don't know what you're watching or what you're looking at. But no, it is free. It's definitely free. They don't charge, and they're not going to start charging until March the 6th. And if you sign up now, it's still free. You get 100 days, no matter when you apply before March 6th. And that 100 days will take, for example, say you do it now, that'll be what? How many days? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. Let's see here. If you do it today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, today. No, I don't want to go to April. I want March. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 days. So you still can get the free the trial period. So say you do it today. You're going to have 10 days within your 100 days, still in the free 100 days prior to the March 6th being charged $9. And you do it with no credit card. It's all free. So this way, if you do sign up now, you'll still get that 10 days part of the 100. So you'll have 90 days. Once March 6th comes, you'll have 90 days instead of 100. So yeah, that's still a good deal. What you trying? You trying to go to a fashion designer's school? No, it's no fashion. It's called Flip, FLYP. FLYP is the listing, cross listing. Not cross-dressing, cross-listing. I had to throw that in there. So anywho, that's what I found out. Now we're going to get into our second topic, and I'm going to drop this link in the chat, and I already dropped all of Jennifer's links. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to the show. The next topic I'm going to talk about is because it was brought up to me to please talk about it from the postmaster of my post office. I shared one of your videos last week. Yeah, Richard, you need to come in your video on that channel. I don't know why you keep doing so many channels, dude. And it has to do with your packaging. We had a topic about this last week, and it's a big no-no because it's still happening. And evidently, now mind you, I live in a small town, and they are going around and visiting. They hired some people to do these investigations, so to say, where they're doing site visits because several things. You know those free boxes we get for priority? We need to start this is just a warning. If you do it, you know who you are. If you are putting a priority box inside of a poly bag and calling it a bag in a box, and you're shipping that out, and something happens and that bag tears, you just open yourself up for a felony offense charge. They are starting to break down and get serious about this. They are also going to start looking at if this is happening more, and and a lot more people are getting caught, they're going to stop giving us those free boxes. I'm sorry, but I use them when I need them. I don't put them in a poly bag. No, don't you ever, please, I'm warning you. They are going to break down, and they're going to buckle down on people that are doing this. They're making office calls right now. They're making even house calls for those that are resellers that are getting caught with a poly bag getting torn and a poly bag labeled as a box in a bag for ground advantage, but inside the bag is a priority box. That is a big no-no, and they are buckling down on that. So I'm giving you my final warning. We've talked about this until I'm blue in the face before. This is the last time I'm going to talk about it, because now I have public service announcement to you. If you're doing it, you know who you are. I had a conversation this weekend with someone who said, by the way, didn't you talk about this on your morning show? And I said, I sure did. And I started asking, what are you talking about? And so they told me what it was. And I said, guess what? If I can fit it in on Monday, that's my morning topic too. So people, please do not use those priority boxes in a poly bag and call it a bag in a box in a bag, and then turn on use ground advantage. You are opening yourself up for a felony offense, and they are buckling down and pressing charges. And they're talking about stopping the priority boxes for free, which means they will start charging us. I won't use them if that's the case, because I know Posh, we do it for free on Posh because that's what Posh does. But please stop it, because you're now going to, for those who are doing it, and I'm not calling out any names because I've had a couple of packages come my way that had a priority box inside of a poly bag and called it a box in a bag, and they went ground advantage, but the box inside was priority. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is your last final warning, because they are going to start doing, even if you're at your home address, they will start making house calls, and they will be pulling any in your stock and then banning you from using those boxes. They're getting strict on it. And she told me that they've been having a lot of meetings with all the post office clerks around, all the different postmasters, and it's a federal offense. Yes, it is. And they're going to start charging people. They have found that the reselling community all over the country is just a matter of getting caught. Just like if you break the law, you just keep doing it until you get caught, or you do it to hopefully not to get caught. Well, don't do it. They're not playing anymore. She said that they're getting strict. Can't remember the last time I used a priority box. Oh, hell no. Actually, that's why I received so many bags that have holes punched in them into the boxes to see it. High class. Yes, they are checking. Todd, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Yes, the huge 2 people this week for bagging a box. They hung. They don't do that no more, Mark. Are you still in the cave age? I also found box in a bag isn't less expensive than normal. Exactly. Don't break my heart. I need priority boxes off of Posh. Stacy, hello, good morning, and welcome. And that's why I'm bringing this to you, because her and I had a long conversation on Friday and then Saturday, because there was another thing about shipping that I need to mention. I actually take back all the local post office priority boxes. I am shocked when you told us about the regional boxes going away. I ordered enough for 3 years. Again, we can still use them, but a lot of people are now getting busted, and they're going to start charging people on a felony offense for using a priority box with a box in a bag method. And also, I asked her, for example, if you cut up a box and you keep the scraps, can you use those in a regular poly bag or any other kind of bag that's not marked priority? No, don't do it. You can only use those type of things if you're using them in a priority box. Just like some people use the poly bags for priority and use it as bubble wrap when they're packing stuff. Don't do it. Don't do it if it's not a priority box. It's a big no-no. And they are breaking, they're getting strict on this. Lifestyle Rewind, living my best life. Hello, good morning, and welcome. How are you doing? They inspecting media mail? Yes, they are. That's another thing with media mail. You're not supposed to use it in a priority box. They send what? Lord Jesus, my phone is going crazy on Facebook. They're inspecting media mailboxes, and if you have something that's not allowed them to send the postage due for priority rates. Yes, but also they're going to put it in file 13. They're not going to send it to the buyer. They're not going to send it to the seller. They're just going to discard it. No one's going to get it. Then you're out of luck, and you got to refund your money. I don't use any priority boxes. I use all brand boxes. I do too. Tommy, hello, good morning. I just got my own personal USPS rep on Friday. USPS rep. I just got my own personal USPS rep on Friday. Awesome. Hello, good morning, and welcome, Tommy. Although that was sharing. And again, you can still use them for now. There's nothing wrong with it. You will be charged the highest class rate from the postage. Yes, and they will charge you. Okay, I didn't know that. Also, the second thing I want to talk about, and I want to use one of my samples. Let me pull my paperwork right here from last week. Evidently, they're having a major problem with the when they scan your items in the post office. Darn, I listened a lot this weekend. Let me do this. I'm going to show an example. If you don't know this already. Yep. Be careful when you're sending your packages. Like when you, for example, for those who do YouTube online auctions, and you do your invoicing, and then you go to do your label, be careful on the label. Remember, you can change the date to be the very next available date on your package date of sending it out to the post office, because she told me that there's been several. They've been stopping it, especially in the next town over. They've been having this problem a lot where they're not taking them at the post office anymore. Let me cover this up so you can see what I'm talking about. At the very top of your page of your label, there's a date right here. The issue they are having is people are, for example, say today is Monday, and the post office closes at, depending on your area, mine closes at 11:30. The one I deal with, and then the one down further in the town, they close at 12 o'clock, 12 or 12:30. So they do have their different times. Be careful on that date, because if you bring that package to the post office and it does not have the date of the day you're dropping it off, they will refuse it, make you go back home and get a new label, because they cannot take anything that's been previously, and they won't take it depending on your post office, but they've been breaking down on our post office that if it was dated on if that date was Saturday and I'm sending it out today, they're not going to take it. They're going to make you take it back and get your new label. So be careful with that because that's going to cost you in the long run. She told me that they are breaking down on that as well because there's been too many people. They even had to go in and teach some business around here that was doing that on a regular basis. And so they started declining their package because it did have, instead of it being today's date, it was like Saturday's date. So be careful with that because they will no longer accept them and they will tell you to go back and get your new label. They won't even accept it. We have somebody in the back room, and that's none other than, she looks like she's taking a walk in the park, and that's none other than Ella. Hello, good morning, and welcome in Sunshine State. How beautiful that is out there.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, it was a little bit chill this morning, but it's warmed up now, so I'm kind of hot. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Right. What you got for us?
Sorry?
What you got going on for us?
Well, I wanted to come and say hello to the beautiful people in the chat. And also wanted to say, I just had a dropout early this morning. Somebody couldn't make the community sale. Their spot is 2:30. So if anybody's interested in filling that spot, just send me an email to saveherefirst@gmail.com.
Oh, okay. Y'all heard it here first.
Yeah, first come, first serve. So the first email that I get, yeah, I will respond to them. The time slot is 2:30. Somebody had a doctor's appointment, they forgot, so they're not able to make it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so and I'm gonna go back, Lord Jesus. I'm gonna go back to the chat. Let's see, if I print on Friday and mail on Monday, nope, they will not take them anymore. There's been too many things. For example, say it's a priority and you do the label on Friday, but you don't mail it out till Monday. It's going to have, unless you go into the Dropbox and you can change the date to Monday. Because what they're doing is they're having issues where when somebody says they send something out on priority and it goes out on Friday. What's happening is now you're already hurting yourself because there's no way they're going to get it in the date that they were supposed to. Because now you're not sending it out till Monday. So now you're damaging the date and you're playing around with that to where they won't get it on the promised date. So yeah, don't do it. You can change it. Even in eBay, you can go to the Dropbox in your printing section and do a Dropbox and put the date you're sending it out. Like say last week we had the holiday on Monday. So what I did was I had to do the Dropbox and put it for Tuesday's date because I did all those labels Saturday afternoon. So you got to change the dates. And that's the first thing I looked at mine when she handed it to me. I was like, oh Lord, did I do that wrong? No, I was right. Let's see. If anybody else has trouble with USPS website, the tracking feature is not working. Uh-oh. I haven't used it today. That person needs to retire. They're being pretty well, it's because of the dates on the package. For example, with Ground Advantage or even Priority, I can understand that because again, you're not guaranteeing those dates. And if you wait from say the weekend till Monday, you already lost those dates of it being shipped because they're guaranteeing it by 3 or 4, 2, 3 days or whatever. So be careful with that.
Well, I can't see the chat. So anyway, I'm about to go into the bank.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going into the bank.
Okay, so she said that they're down from the predates. So that part's not working. The label should be good until scanned example. I break the label. Well, again, they're looking at the date situation. It is tomorrow, Ella.
What's tomorrow?
What's tomorrow? No, it's today, Becky.
Today's the 26th.
12 o'clock, but the open spot is at 2:30?
2:30, yeah.
Yeah, she said 2:30. All right, she said she'll email you. Becky, a New Life resale?
Okay.
Okay, she don't know if she can do it today, but she'll email you.
All right.
So Tommy, tell us a little bit about this, your personal what did you rep for USPS.
All right, guys. I gotta go.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Have a good one. Later.
Later.
It's a half hour, Becky. Yeah. She's doing a half an hour per slot. All All right, I need to close some of these tabs. I got too many open. Starting with this one. Vendu. All these I have open. Well, I had a lot open. Close that flip. Okay. I got it. All right, let's see. Thank you, Johnny. Let's see. I'll pick her out. Yeah, 2:30 today. And it's a half-hour slot. You finally found it. What did you find, Richard? What did you find? What was lost that you found? Okay, I have a referral link in the description bar below. You can also use it. Let's see. They do deliver it to the customer at the highest rate postage due. If the customer refuses it, then they return it to you. You have to pay the postage due. Then you have to refund the customer. Well, again, she said no longer be taking the dates if it's previous, before the day you drop it off. Because she did talk about that they're working on stopping that from all over, not just here, all over. She said that there's been too many complaints because the people are not getting their packages as the label was printed, and then again they don't get it until it's scanned in. And again, you don't get charged for the scans in, but eBay is going to charge you immediately, whereas the post office, it doesn't get affected until you scan the product or the barcode. I mean, I go in and change the date if I can. Especially I noticed on eBay, you can do that. You can also do that on Pirate Ship. You gotta go to the drop box and change the date. That's all. That's what I do. So that's the topics of the day. Again, I'm only going by what she told me, and that's our postmaster here at our local post office. They're having an issue with one of the towns right next to us. Evidently, that must be where the majority of the extra or a lot of the resellers are, because they're having a lot of problems in that town, not say here in this town. Wait, they don't make sense. The date is updated on the tracking except date. I'm only saying what she said. They can refuse the package at the post office if you go there with the wrong date, other than the date you're dropping it off. Or you can even, they're going to tell you to bring it back and get a new label. That's what she said they got to do now. They are checking the dates. And if it's not the date you're delivering it, it's up to the postmaster if they want the person working the window, if they want to return it to you and say, get a new label. We have been working with our local postmaster for about the last 6 months about issues with the USPS hub in Milwaukee. Awesome. See, there is inconsistencies per office. Exactly. A label is good for 28 days after printed according to the USPS website. Again, I'm only giving you she asked me to bring this to you. It's the postmaster manager of our post office that I work with. And I asked her what you mean by that. And I made her explain to me. So I asked her, I said, so if I print, you're closed on Saturday after 11:30, this particular one. So that means if I print out a label anytime after you're all closed, you won't take it on Monday. She said, we are to return it to you and make you go put out a new label and print out a new one, because of the fact that they're getting stricter on the actual date you're delivering it. Because even though they're scanning it in that you dropped it off that day, there's been problems with it. People are having problems where, like Amara said, they're making them charge up the upcharge. By the time they get it, then they got postage due it on their end. Okay, on Friday, a rep called me and told me he is now my assistant, assigned as my personal rep, and hooked me up with a better rate than even eBay or Pirate Ship. Wow. Cool. Yeah, ours is open from 9 to 11:30, the one that I go to. And then there's one further down. They open from 9:30 to 12:30. They to refund first label, then they didn't provide the service paid for. I'm only going by what she said. I don't know the logistics of it. I just know you can go in and change the date. So I'm just bringing the thing about Keeping an eye on the date you're using on the label, because they are getting strict on that. What about when it doesn't get scanned in and the package shows up at the door? The only scan happened on delivery. I don't know about that one. I'm just going by the 2 topics she asked me to bring to y'all about the priority and the date on the label. I always change my date when I'm going to print the label, especially if it's during the weekend. There's a drop box. You can pick the date you want. You can even pick it up 4 days prior, 4 days from now, if you don't plan on going to the post office, say on Thursday. You can, there's I think 4 days that I saw mine. It gave me 4 days choices, 4 days from the date I was going to print it. So of course, because it was the weekend, I went ahead and changed it because last Monday was a holiday. So I picked it for Tuesday's date. I do that on every package, no matter where I'm going. I'm curious about that personal rep. How can you get better rates than eBay? Because boy, they charge a lot at the post office if you don't have that. Oh, for sharing that rep was from the post office. Yeah, was that rep from the USPS? Oh, let's see. Patrick is correct. USPS website states labels are good for 28 days. Okay. I'll have to ask her about that because she told me about this on Saturday and Friday. Friday, we talked about the priority. And then yes, Saturday, we talked about the date because there was issues. Because she literally looked at my label for the date. And I said, what are you looking for? She said, the date you printed it. And I said, why? And that's when she said, this will be a good topic for you to talk about. So that's why I'm bringing it to you. Evidently, they're changing it at the post office, per post office. It's up to that postal office. Post office has a business account info on their website. Yes, from USPS main office in Tennessee. This date issue has always been an issue. Some postals never enforce it. Well, that's what I'm talking about. They're going to start enforcing it. I'm just bringing it to your attention. Public service announcement. You do what you want to do. You do you, but guess what? I've always changed the date to the day I'm sending it out. Or I print the label the day I'm sending it out. One day I did do that when I first started. And I couldn't bring it to the post office I used to go to. So I went to the one on the west side of town or the east side of town. And the lady told me, she said, I shouldn't accept this. I said, why? She said, because you have the weekend's date on it and today's date's not there. She said, but I'll take it today. Well, thank you. But she did take it. But that was when I first started. I was when I was just starting out, I would have them print the label as soon as I got it as a sale, pack it, print it, and then, of course, because it was a weekend, I wouldn't bring it until about Monday. So yeah, she flat out told me, and they were rude about it, but I don't go to that one much anymore. I guess the complaining is increasing, so I used to get such feedback, pushback from postal clerks. This way, it's always a rule. Cheryl's a retired postal clerk. There you go. It's always been an issue with the date. And that's what she was saying, that it's getting worse. The town next to me is a little bit bigger town, and they're having a lot more problems than here. Let's see. It's probably good for 28 days for first class ground and ground advantage, but priority and express has time is sensitive. Exactly. So when in doubt, check the date. There's a drop box. You can change the date. I've been looking at that now when I go to do my labels, and sure enough, it's there. In the printing of your label, there's going to be a little drop box. It'll say like the date, like say, for example, if you're on Saturday and you can drop box and put it for Monday's date. I always do that. The feds cannot enforce the borders, but they are idiots. Well, that's everybody's different opinions. If you ship through eBay, it should automatically put the next available shipping date on the label. Mine does. Yeah, but I'm more talking about those who use pirate ship. eBay, I can still change my date too. You can change it. I check on it every time I do a label. Ever since that happened to me the first time. And that lady was rude about it too. They should stop selling postage except during working hours. You talking about the machines outside in the lobby? We don't have machines in ours. You have to go to the counter because it's a little small place. Again, I understand the 28 days per label, but it may be because like, who was saying that? Was that Mara? Who said that? Yeah, Mara. And I saw somebody else say 28 days. I think it was Andrew. Remember, each category that you're shipping something has different time sensitivity, especially if you're doing priority or express mail, overnight or whatever. You have to make sure that the dates are correct because, again, especially with priority, they're very stickler on that. Like Mara said earlier, they can make you pay that'll be on the person that's getting it, and they can refuse it if they get postage due. If you ship through eBay, it should automatically put the date. And it does, but you still got to check it. I still check it. Good morning, Jeff. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Problem with that is, that too, just that they don't have or from the post. Yeah, especially if you live in a town where you got to drive to go to the nearest post office. We have machines that are post office, and believe it or not, even they are open. The lady will take your over the machine first for doing at the counter. Okay. And again, I guess each post office is different, but I'm just bringing it to your attention, like she asked, that they're going to start getting stricter on that. All right, let's see. In eBay, you can change the settings for when you cut off times in your business for your shipping. Okay. I think I do have it set for, what is it, 1 day, 2 days? But I still check it. I still go. It's just a habit since that happened to me once. And again, I learned my lesson too. That's why I look for it every time I do it, just in case. But I have gotten to the point where I don't do packing unless it's Saturday morning, and I know I'm going to go to the post office before 11:30. Then yes, I'll do my labels that morning. Anything after I go to the post office and I'm done for the weekend, I don't do them until Monday morning. I just wait. Now I may pack them, but I don't put the labels on them until the next available date. They should have an off-hour drop that scans the packages. Yeah, they do have them in some post offices, not all. I know when I lived in New Orleans, they did, and I think the main town, the bigger town next to me on the other end of the town, I think they have one of those in the lobby, self-checkout kind of things. But I've only been to that post office once. With all the technology available, you think they'd be better done. Yeah, you're right about that. I know them. I'm plenty grateful to be here. Information here, Johnny's channel. Well, thank you, Jeff. The timer labels will accept the same day. For the same day, yeah. Let's see. Enforcement varies from post office to office because each postmaster chooses which metrics. Yeah, correct. Or also a former U.S. Oh, okay, Meg. I didn't know that. But again, evidently that's been a big issue here because they have been, like the thing with the priority, they've been making calls to the location with them having someone going out there and checking their location on how they're doing these priority box in a bag. So be careful with that too. All right, everybody, let's get into that time topic, so I don't want to keep dragging it on. Just make sure to check out your local post office that you deal with. Ask them those questions. See if they enforce those, or if you want to ask them, it's up to you. I'm just bringing the public service announcement to you because my post office master manager asked me to. We had a long, extensive conversation on Friday and Saturday. We print our labels right away because it helps with the eBay shipping algorithm. If it sells on Friday night, we pack it and print it Saturday morning. Yeah, but I'm talking about if the post office is closed. I'm talking about after hours, after the post office is closed. I just got into that habit. And it depends if I'm working. If I'm at the computer and it comes through, then yeah, I'll do it, but not that often. I hope everyone has expected. I get 20% off discount with companies, Lord Jesus. On eBay, if it is in shipping preferences, select cutoff time in the same day of the manager of my place where I go. Do your research, see what happens at your post office. That's all I got to say. And the thing with the first priority, please keep in mind they are breaking down and they are getting stricter on that. So for those who work at the post office, know what I'm talking about when it comes to box in a bag and you're using a priority box in a poly bag, which is shipping at ground advantage or first class. It could be a felony offense, just saying. That's what I was asked to bring to you, so I did. I don't ship a size. I will ship on Mondays. Okay. And again, everybody's different depending on what you're shipping. But I try to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Because that's one thing I don't want is my customers to get a package that says postage due because I messed up. Because then they can return it and now you got to refund them. You're going to lose the postage and all that. If anybody wants Girl Scout cookies, oh Lord, they went too high on those prices. I don't even eat them no more. So as I say before in each and every video, don't forget that 4:30 today we do have Fun Night Bingo Night. Remember, you do have to be subscribed for 2 hours prior before the show. So if you're referring somebody to come play bingo today at 4:30, please make sure to let them know that they must be subscribed 2 hours prior to the show. So as I say before in each and every show, hello Mia, welcome, good morning, hello. And as I say before in each and every show, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again later, peace out and y'all have a blessed day. See y'all at 4:30.